So recently I bought two printers for about $185. It was an Ender 3 and a CR10. They basically had all their motors. They were missing some cables. They had their heat bed, but they didn't have a motherboard or a power supply, Bowden tubes, just a few things here and there. So I started out, I found this one kit. I found this kit online for $52. So I don't remember exactly what this board is. It's 32-bit. But for the M.O.A.E.T drivers, screen, which doesn't have CR10 mode because it doesn't, well, I assume it doesn't because it doesn't have a rotary knob. And it doesn't have a speaker. But $52 for this right here. 32-bit board, touchscreen, silent M.O.A.E.T drivers. Seemed like a pretty good deal. It was hard to pass that up. So we have what's left of the printer. A little bit of rust on this cover. We'll probably put a new cover for it. So here's what we're going to put on it. We have a new case. We're going to make it a M.O.A.E.T. It's going to be the SKR Mini, and this is a custom case for it that will hold the power supply right here like our other cases. Also on this new case, I've done the exhaust a little bit different. I need to clean this up a little bit, but it does away with that circle I had or having to put a cover on it. So I had to buy the power supply. I'll go over the parts, what I spent. We'll try to figure out. I'm obviously going to spend more than what it costs for an Ender 3, but I'm going to have a really nice printer when I'm done. So we have the power supply, we have a fan, a pancake motor, we have our new and improved Ender 3 bracket. I just went in and beefed it up a little bit. I noticed there was a tiny bit of flex in the old style, so I went ahead and beefed it up where it needs to be. So now it's a hardy bracket now. Some cables, because we're going to have to go longer. It was missing some cables, but we're going to have to extend cables to get to our new case. Some beautiful eSun PLA Plus chain that is just beautiful. Just amazing. Still have to print the covers. I believe I'm going to go with pink. I thought about white or a different color for the covers. I think we'll just go with pink. So we got our bed nuts here, also in eSun PLA Plus. And the little caps. We got 4mm M4 nuts around here somewhere. It's missing its coupling. We have a BMG extruder for our bracket. It's the new style bed bracket. Only works on the Ender 3. It allows for the bed springs to sit on the plate still, and zero interference mod doesn't change anything about how the bed rides. This is one of the Chase. One thing we don't have printed is the other one of these. It has to be modified. The wires are actually going to come in through the front of the case, so there'll be a notch. There'll be a little passageway that comes up. There'll be a notch for in the bottom of the cover for the wires to come through. This is the bracket for where the extruder sits and the two chains rod. It's not impressive. I went ahead and you can see something was going on with that printer. That was that Ender 3. I printed this when I was still trying to dial that other Ender 3 in. I ended up taking the Creality hot end off that printer and putting the micro Swiss back on it. I was using that printer for messing around with some testing I was doing on some throats And I had that Creality hot end on there, but it doesn't even have the hot end fix in it. Needed a switch, so we got a switch. And I showed you the boards. Also, so I have the wires, but I don't have extensions for the switches, and I haven't been able to find a place to buy them cheaply. I'll keep looking. If not, I have wire to go ahead and make our own switch wires. That's what I had to do on the other Ender 3. There's some nice, probably 16 gauge, yeah, 16 gauge silicone wire. Really nice wire. We're gonna have to extend the bed wire. We'll have to do some soldering, and we'll also have to extend the sensor wire for the bed. All the other wires will reach. There will be some slack. It's possible, like I did on the Ender 3, I'll cut these wires and put a new connector on them just to get them the right length. Oh, so what else is missing is the screen cover. No, it doesn't look right. I don't think there's enough room for a speaker there, so this board must be different. So I'm gonna have to make one from scratch for this. But it'll basically be like this with the chase, and that'll hold at an angle. Alright, that's where we're at. Let's get to it.